We're gonna get figures and we're gonna get ships. Catch you in the next one. Today we'll talk about what collectibles we should expect from the upcoming Star Wars Starfighter movie. Hello troopers and welcome back to General Kenobi's Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here for another video. As you can see, still at a remote location, still with limited resources. So we are gonna have another episode of Bunker Banter. In this episode, I want to talk about what I think are some of the collectibles we will see when it comes to the release of Star Wars Starfighter movie. With the recent announcement of the beginning of production for Star Wars Starfighter and a few pictures that have been released, from the set and of the characters, of course, the internet is buzzing as to what the story will be, what character, Ryan Gosling is portraying and things like that. But me, I'm more about how is it going to hurt my wallet? And this is what I came up with. So, of course, we're going to get action figures, right? Based on the characters, new and old. But I started thinking that I would very much like to see something that we haven't seen in about 25 years. And that is action figures that have a miniature ship included with them. And we saw this again a long time ago on the episode 1 collection with Darth Maul and the Sith Infiltrator miniature that was included with him. And I always loved that presentation. So I think this is the right time to bring those back. And of course, make it a combo of a figure of the pilot with a miniature of their ship. I always thought that Darth Maul had that Sith Infiltrator miniature, kind of like, in his office, like he was sitting at his desk, or maybe it was from his childhood. Maybe that's the one he built to play with, and then he decided to make it into a real life starship. I don't know. What do you guys think that was? Okay, but now I really want to dive into the ships, which again, I would think are going to be very prominent in this movie. And you guys know that ships are one of my favorite part of Star Wars. So I got a few ideas. First, let's get some of the obvious out of the way. Micro Galaxy Squadron. Micro Galaxy Squadron has to go very hard for this movie. They gotta do all kinds of chases. They gotta do, vault releases maybe. They have to do multi-packs. They gotta do exclusives maybe, which they have been doing more of, especially for Target. Anyway, they're gonna do a lot, okay? They're gonna do a lot because this is their niche and they really need to dive deep on this one, right? So, which is good. I love Micro Galaxy Squadron. Distribution, not great, but I would love to see, a whole wave just dedicated to the movie. Also, I think, like the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, more than likely will be something Starfighter related. Okay, another one that's pretty obvious is the Vintage Collection. The Vintage Collection has been killing it with their vehicles, okay? Their ships, great design, great details, at least the ones from the last few years. Yes, I know they're not very cheap, especially lately, but I think that they have a great opportunity to maybe reuse some of the molds, and it would be cool if we get customized versions of the ships. I'm thinking about like the ARC 170 Tiger Shark paint job. Give me Tiger Shark everything. Give me a Tiger Shark Y-wing, X-wing, U-wing, you name it, I'll take it. So I think there's a good opportunity to reuse some of the great molds that they already got, again, like the X-wing, and retool them a little bit for a customized version of the ship that hopefully we will see in the movie, right? So I'm kind of excited for that one. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see a lot of Vintage Collection ships, being produced for the movie? I think we're going to see at least 5. Okay, now on to Hot Wheels. I got to just say it. Just cancel the the Starship Select line. Just kill it, okay? You tried it, higher price point, lower quality, it just didn't work, all right? Be done with it, okay? Just finish it off, cancel it, you're not even making new ones anyway. I really tried to like that line, I really did. And there's some good, there's some good starships in there. I was very hopeful for capital ships, but we ended up getting one and released like 3, 4 times. I don't even remember anymore. And it was just not great quality, okay? And the price definitely didn't help. That's why they ended up, in Ross. And I'll pick them up at Ross, here and there, but even those, they're not exciting anymore. So just kill that one. Bring back the old Starships line, at a smaller size, but also way smaller price point. I mean, those were what, like $5 back then, $5 to $6, and they were basically, the size of an actual Hot Wheel. But the variety that we got was pretty good. And for the most part, I'm not gonna say they were perfect, but for the most part, they had really good quality. Again, especially for the price. So I think this movie represents a golden opportunity to bring that line back. Cut your losses with the Starship Selects. Just be done with those. Maybe do like one final, chase for the movie, and that's it. But please bring back the original Starship line. I miss it so much. Keeping up with my idea of reviving some of lines or reinvigorating some lines that haven't been very active. Um, Disney stores used to have, I think they still do, but very few, used to have a nice line of die-cast ships. And I really like those because they were bigger, or they are bigger. They're bigger scale. And so they had some really good offerings. The details on them were pretty good. The price points wasn't too bad. I would love to see more of those come out, especially for the capital ships, which, by the way, I'm looking for that Star Destroyer, the one on the red box. And they did, AT-ATs look great. They did a bunch of them, of course, again, Starfighters, but I feel that the capital ships have always been lacking in representation on those lines. So I really hope that we get to see some cool capital ships, first of all, in the movie, and then we get to see those reflected in some of these lines. Another one is, if we can get Hot Wheels back, how about the titanium line? You guys remember those? There was such a big variety of ships. They were a little bit more expensive. The quality was great. I always enjoy the presentation too. I think, they have an opportunity to bring that line back with the movie, right? Again, it's all about the ships. In my mind, it's all about the ships. And again, I'm a little bit biased because I do love starships. But I think they have a unique opportunity to use the movie to push forward some of these lines, bring them back, reinvigorate them, and just get them back into the hands of collectors. I'm ready. My wallet is not ready, but I'm ready. Okay, enough about, miniature ships. Let's think something else. Helmets, Black Series helmets. We kind of need new pilot-based helmets, if I'm being honest. We basically had, kind of just, slight retools and repaints of the X-Wing pilot helmet a bunch of times already. And while most of those are pretty cool, right, and I do enjoy them, I'm kind of ready for something new. How about a TIE Fighter pilot, and you can obviously retool those and repaint those. But, I'm hoping to see new pilot helmets in this movie, and I hope to see Black Series helmets based off of those. Probably some customized version of the Rebel helmet, of the TIE Fighter helmet. Maybe a combination of the both would be kind of crazy. So I'm kind of hoping that they get creative with the helmets, and that the Black Series, at least puts out, I don't know, what do you guys think? 3 helmets? One good, one bad, and one of the main guys? I don't know. What do you guys think? Jumping off to something else, I would like to see a new video game. Do you guys remember or ever played Star Wars Squadrons? I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, but I could never get, fully into the mechanics of the game, the controls. I always kind of struggle, if I'm being honest, so I never actually finished it. But I would really love to see something like that being brought back, polished, with new graphics. Of course, it's going to look amazing. It looked great back then, and I think it still holds up, honestly. So yeah, something like that, in Squadrons, where you have different classes, you have different missions, you have, different squads that you can be a part of. All of that, make it a co-op, have your wingman help you out. I think that there's still a lot to be done there, in the video game realm. So yeah, what do you guys think? Did you ever play Star Wars Squadrons? Okay, another one, and I'm going to admit right now that I know nothing about, and that is the trading cards. But visually, I really like them. I just don't know any of the types. I do know that Topps makes a bunch of them, and I think it would be kind of cool if we get a limited release, maybe just a few packs, a collection, maybe, or a subline that is just dedicated to starships, right? That the main characters are the starships themselves on the cards, and maybe you get, an autographed version of with the autograph of the person who designed the starship. I think that'd be kind of cool, no? That'd be kind of a good idea. For example, you get a Naboo Starfighter, right? And it's autographed by Doc Chang, who made the design of the ship. Kind of in those lines. I don't know. I think there's something fun there that card collectors would enjoy. But again, you guys let me know. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. If you collect cards, is that something that you'd be interested in? Or are you guys, it's gotta be a person, it's gotta be a character only, no starships. All right, to wrap up the video, we're gonna rapid fire some of the obvious stuff that we're gonna get, like new Lego sets, new Hot Toys, maybe some new like Snap-on models. I haven't seen new of those in a while. Again, it's just, the Starship lineup is gonna lend itself to a lot of products that we haven't seen in a while, and I'm kind of excited for it. So that is gonna do it for this bunker banter. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? What are you hoping we get in terms of merchandise from the Star Wars Starfighter movie? And as always, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave your like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much if you already have. And I will catch you on the next one.